I love Chuck. Chuck, Chuck's been on the show a bunch.
Yeah.
Chuck is I'm sorry, fellow skin beater. We are brothers. Yeah, he's dear my heart.
I've never had a bad time with Chuck.
Have you seen his band Nachos Grande?
No. That's the first I've heard of it. That's a great name.
He was on my show. I go, dude, how many bands are you in? He goes, I'm in Kill 'Em All, Walk in the Shadows, Nachos Grande, 7-Eleven. Miss Rose going back. Shut up, Rick, and just start the show. Hello, Dallas Fort Worth. It's Rick with Concert Connection, sponsored by PMC Entertainment, and we are still. Well, I'm still in quarantine, and it's beyond because of the virus. They just don't like me anymore, and I've been told to stay the hell home. So I'm at home. So this week, I have a couple of guys for our mutual entertainment and pleasure from VHX. I got Mitch and Jesse in the house. Well, not my house, their houses.
Right.
My house.
Let's be specific.
And I guess part of the protocol is, and we were able to kind of circumvent all of the regulations. We don't have to take temperatures because we're not together. Even though we're close together on the screen, we're really social distancing.
That's right. No anal probe or nothing.
Oh my! Whoa! Hold on. What?
Some states are. Yeah, it's mandatory.
Is there a Lubbock story involved in here?
That's later. Yes.
Oh. Or are we going to talk about Canada? I mean, if we're going to dive into the dirt, let's.
That's Jeff.
That's Jesse's story.
No. Oh, no, Jesse said we got to ask Jeff. Okay, and so for all y'all are going, wait, what are they talking about? Off camera, Jesse, we were talking about some inappropriate conversations, and you got to ask Jeff. And I made the comment about temperatures and bend over, and of course Jesse goes, "Oh, you got to talk to Jeff about that," which Jeff is not here to tell the story. So I'm going to let your imaginations just run rampant with what we were talking about.
It could be anything.
Oh my God! How are you guys? Let's start with MC Mitch in the house.
This is what I use to record myself with here. So I was asking Jesse how he's going to hear himself. He said he's on an iPad, and I was like, I can't hear that little speaker, and I've got some. I was actually in the Marine Corps, and I've got damage from tinnitus like crazy, and
actually I'm in a band, and I've got damage. And it's
You're in a band? Holy crap, dude! Me too.
That's really what it's from. It's not the Marine Corps.
It's standing in front of. Well, it could be a little bit of both. Big weapons and standing in front of guys like you, banging the Yeah, I can't cuss, can I?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Yeah,
we're soft and gentle.
They're over to your left. Yeah.
Oh my God. So how are you holding up, Mitch? I mean, you're hanging in there, being in quarantine?
Absolutely. I've got my wife here. It's just the two of us. It's kind of
just the two of us.
Yeah. We've got a hot tub and a pool, so it's there's plenty to do.
Bow chicka bow bow.
We're gonna have a party. We're gonna have a rock star party here soon.
Oh my God. Oh, and how about you, Jesse? You're alive, I can tell.
I am. It's
hot tub.
Definitely going through gig withdrawals here, but.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
It's ridiculous.
Rebel Yell.
Yeah. Nice.
Rebel Yell had their first rehearsal, and we haven't rehearsed in months because really, I mean, we've all been kind of apart. And we got back together, and it was like we had never stopped rehearsing. It was spot on, tight, perfect.
So everybody's staying in shape. Everybody's doing their part at home? No? You haven't been playing at home. Come on.
I go up to the studio by myself now.
Yeah. Well, have you tried it with a video conference type practice?
No, not yet. No. No. Me and the guys in Basket Case were talking about that as well. Like, we're going to get back in the studio and actually start. I haven't
done anything. I mean, I haven't done anything with the band yet. Yeah. We were going to try to get together yesterday, and something came up for one of them. Ken. I'm talking about my other band, the Neon Knights, the Dio tribute. We were going to try to practice yesterday, which I'm not.
Jesse, don't worry, you weren't included in this.
Well, Mark, the guitar player for VHX, lives in Oklahoma, so it's almost impossible for us to rehearse.
Sounds like like the Cruligans, you know, and they, Donovan lives up in Oklahoma City. The rest of them are down here. So rehearsals are tough.
Yep. So
and
I mean,
by the way, for full disclosure, I'm a shameless promoter. My band,
Basket Case, Rebel Yell,
my dancers band. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, so I'm promoting bands that I'm.
Absolutely. Well, and you do a great job at doing that. You know, thanks to you for having us and for doing Concert Connection. I mean, it's a big thing for the local music scene.
If you guys have an extra T-shirt you want me to maybe wear on a show just for publicity, just let me know how much I owe you.
I'll get it for you.
It would be the opposite way around. We'd have to pay you to wear it.
It's funny because Walter gave me, an Osolution T-shirt, and I was like, dude, I really love you too. Next thing you know, New Year's Day, I'm like, okay, I would buy the T-shirts. Everybody's so nice to me. I will tell you, everybody keeps giving them to me. I'm in a band. I know what they cost. I'm willing to buy them, but everybody's like, no, here, please take it.
Concert Connection equals free swag.
Yeah, and so I've got so many T-shirts. It's not even funny. I think what I'm going to do, and you guys are going to laugh. I've got a wall, which some of you can kind of see sometimes. I've got a bunch that I got to get framed, like CDs from bands that I've been in, compilations, our albums. I've got a bunch of 7-inch singles and stuff that I've got to get them all framed up and put on the wall. But I think I'm going to start framing all the band T-shirts and like the box, the plexi box frames, and put them on the wall all around me, and just like for my
different angles for each show.
So yeah, exactly. I can kind of change it, or I can move them around. And every week, a different band will get kind of the spotlight, just a little extra plug in the background. So it's, this is, you guys know, this is all about promotion. So it's like, we got camera time. Oh my Lord. So let's talk about VHX, and I'm going to ask a couple generic questions, and then we'll leave it be. But I mean, who got the project going, and to tell me. Obviously, we know the inspiration, but how did it all start?
We basically started. A bunch of us got invited to play at a Van Halen party held by our friend Zay. He rented out, I think he got us to this venue called the Green Elephant in Greenville Avenue area.
I know it. Yep.
I've never been to the place until that night. It's a pretty cool place. But anyway, we played about maybe, what was it, 3.5, 4 hours worth of Van Halen that whole night. And yeah, it was just one big party. We had a couple of guys from Cruligans up there playing. Like everybody.
I wasn't there. I'm learning right now. As a matter of fact, I've never heard this story.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. Well,
I was not invited.
Mitch came later after we had to change singers, but yeah, it was a fun night. Pretty much everybody. That's how I basically met everybody, and everything just pretty much took off from there. And I think, I don't know, what was it, 10 or 12 different musicians got up to play.
Wow.
And yeah, it was just everybody just sharing the stage that whole night. It was just
was Jet there?
Kick-ass rock and roll magic. It was just like lots of bonding that day. It was awesome. That was definitely a day I'm not going to forget. So it was fun.
Hey, and Mitch, don't worry. I don't get invited to a lot of stuff either. It's okay.
That's all going to change, man.
But before that day, I've been out of the scene for maybe, I don't know, a year or two. So I mean,
a whole year.
I'm thinking it was probably more than that. It was probably maybe 2 or 3 years. It was a long time ever since I played, and then I got But
365.
Pretty much.
But it's Jeff's baby, isn't it? Isn't Jeff the one who came up with the VHX and
wait a second.
Jeff was the one that created
Jeff McNall.
Does Jeff know that we're doing this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a message from him later, like, what the hell, dude? Really?
Copyright infringement.
Like, I don't get invited to the party.
Right. I always think it's funny.
God.
People get pretty protective of their tribute to another band. I'm like, dude, you're stealing every bit of this from the original act. So don't.
Okay. I've had this conversation so many times. None of us own this. The only thing we own is our performance that we put on stage.
That's it.
Exactly.
we are glorified cover bands. I mean, we all saw Rockstar. I admire Mark Wahlberg because it's. I think being in a tribute is a blast. I've done the original stuff. I'm very proud of it. But being in a tribute, I love it because they're bands that I love. I spent a year and a half or with Sedated as the Ramones drummer, and got a big lesson because I'm a pop punk kind of guy, and I had an absolute blast.
Right.
But moving down the road, there are so many bands. I would do a Katy Perry tribute if I had the right singer, just because I like so many different styles of music.
Chuck and Cenas asked me if I would be interested in doing Toto, and I was like, "Fuck yeah,
I love
Toto."
I love Chuck. Chuck's been on the show a bunch.
Yeah.
Chuck is I'm sorry, fellow skin beater. We are brothers. Yeah, he's dear my heart.
I've never had a bad time with Chuck.
Have you seen his band Nachos Grande?
No. That's the first I've heard of it. That's a great name.
He was on my show. I go, dude, how many bands are you in? He goes, I'm in Kill 'Em All, Walk in the Shadows, Nachos Grande, 7-Eleven, and I'm like, he's just making crap up now.
I was gonna say I think he was in about 7 at one point, but
so now that's the running joke. He's like, dude, have you seen Nachos Grande lately?
Oh, okay, so it's not a real band.
No, it's not. Dude, I shouldn't have said anything. I should have let you believe it.
Reeling me in on that one.
Dude, when were you gonna tell me about Nachos Grande?
That's what I was thinking. Damn.
Oh my God.
How many more can you do?
And so when you guys, and I'll be honest, and it's funny because I was with oh my God, I'm gonna have a brain fire. I was with a couple of folks last night because I got my
purple.
There it is. Let's talk about it.
You got about the same amount.
I've been hiding for weeks. I've got a purple mohawk now.
Yeah. I need to color mine.
I was with dude. I'm in lockdown, so I'm like, let's get a mohawk and let's dye it purple. And so
I like it. I like it.
I was with Travis from Texas Flood, and we were yapping last night, and
I watched them at Lava the other day. I caught most of that. That was good stuff.
I made a comment about his finger because he whacked the drum. And,
oh no!
And we were talking about it. I said, it sucks because I've announced your band a million times, okay, and I've never seen you guys other than live footage. I've never seen you guys because I'm always playing or I'm always going too. So my chances of catching bands are so limited. You guys are no different. I think I've caught you guys one time, and I think it was at Hank's.
Oh yeah,
you guys were
Gas Monkey, I think.
Was it or Gas Monkey? And it's just my chances to go out and see people are just it's. Yeah.
I'm the same way because and God bless her, my wife, she doesn't like going out that much, and I kind of would rather stay home with her a lot too. So, I mean, it's nothing, I wish I could go out more. I've been criticized for not supporting the local music. And I'm like, man, it's kind of like an extra job for me. It's not really just because I want to be part of this local scene. I do, but I want to do it as an extra job and do it, in the most friendly and fun way that I can when I'm doing it. And I work my butt off at home and at practice to make it as good a performance as possible. But I will leave a lot of times when my set's done, because out of respect for my wife, she's ready to go. And
you know what?
If I was single,
family first.
If I was single,
family first.
Exactly. Like Steve Elliott from Neon Nights, our drummer there.
Yeah.
He's single. He goes out and he supports as much as he can all the time. So he kind of picks up the slack for me. I tell him.
Yeah.
Amy and Josh will always come first. And I do. I mean, Amy goes out with me a lot. She's at most of my gigs, or if we go out to see bands, she's with me. But very seldom do I go out alone. But my loyalty is going to be to my wife and son first, always. And that's just I tell people all the time. Like if somebody calls and cancels, like dude, I'm like, take care of family. I don't, and this whole quarantine being locked down, I'm not scared of it. Yes, I wear a mask when I go out. It's respect for those out in public and family and friends that maybe are not have immune deficiencies or just some medical. I'm not going to put you in jeopardy. I'm not really scared, but it's called being an adult, being responsible. It's not that I'm scared. And for those of you that are watching that are going to give me crap, you can kiss my backside. I've got an awesome Darth Vader mask. I love it. I have respect for other folks. I don't mind being in restriction and timeout.
I wear the bandana with the hat and the glasses. I look like a bank robber or a stagecoach robber. Somebody told me. I was like, hey, it's fun. You would think bank robberies would have skyrocketed since the whole mask wearing thing, but not so much.
Oh my God. It's incredible when you walk into the liquor store with a mask on.
It's weird.
And I had masked sunglasses and a mohawk. And of course, I walk in. Any other time, cops are there, I'm face down, and I'm getting arrested.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I walk in there like I'm the boss, man. Like, that's right. I got a mask on.
The new norm, man.
You should walk in there with a bandana and a cowboy hat. Just to see what
Yeah, like like about to rob a stagecoach.
I want to go. I wish Toys R Us was around. I'd go get me one of those kid holsters and, the orange gun and walk in there like, reach for the sky.
Shoots a couple of caps.
Oh, no, you pop off a couple caps, your ass is on the, you're going down.
They don't have a sense of humor anymore.
Oh, my. No, okay, so what I was going to ask before we all went ADD that way is.
I'm the worst.
Wait, squirrel? Wait, I just saw him. He went that way. So let's talk about, as far as Van Halen, are you guys Diamond Dave or the Red Rocker? Or is there a combination?
Yep.
You got to appreciate both sides because they kind of take on, a style of their own. So it's just, I understand, like, you got some hardcore Dave people and then you got some hardcore Sammy people. Actually, one of my best friends since like first grade, he introduced me to Van Halen, but he's all Sammy. He's not a Dave guy at all. But,
really?
Yeah, and that was like the strangest thing to me because every Van Halen fan I talked to at that time, like when he showed me Van Halen, they were all strictly Dave.
Yep.
So
most people are if they're a little bit older, which I'm a little bit older. I don't necessarily prefer Dave. However, to me, the Dave, I mean, you got to admit Van Halen when they came on, I mean, nobody had ever seen anything like it. Nobody ever seen anything like that guitar. Nobody ever heard anything like that guitar.
Yeah.
The vocals were obviously, rock vocals. You'd heard some stuff like that, but nobody had seen anybody dressed like Dave dressed.
I was going to say, nobody was as outlandish.
And his persona, I mean, I've heard people argue that Axl Rose is a better frontman. I'm like, where would he be without Dave? Yeah, I mean.
But that's the point.
But who came first? And let's say Little Richard was the first one to wear makeup and frickin' wigs and shit.
Yes.
So,
Which,
I mean.
It's really sad he just passed.
Tribute to him for sure.
Yeah. I'm actually both. I'm both because I like Diamond Dave. I like the old stuff, Running with the Devil, obviously, and Eruption, and
But our set list.
When OU 812 came out.
Yep.
And I am a Van Halen fan. Or when 5150 came out, it's like, wow. It was. I love Sammy Hagar. I've always liked him. It was different.
Yeah, I love Sammy.
But I think he brought something, and I don't know if you guys have been watching the videos he's doing.
Oh, the circle.
Sammy.
Yeah. I watched a couple.
Where he's mixing cocktails and stuff and just talking.
Oh yeah. I've caught a little smidge. I've seen a lot of him jamming in the the stay at home.
No, I'm watching some of the videos. He was mixing cocktails the other day, and he's been
tequila
everywhere. And he's like, it doesn't matter. This one's for me. And it's like there's alcohol and mixers all over the table, and it's like I like him.
He would be a fun fucker to hang out with. There's no question.
Every time I'm in Cabo, and we go down to Cabo, at least every other year, because I've
never been.
That's where we went on our honeymoon. We were supposed to go down here in about a month with Brian and Jenny Snare, or Huey. Sorry, Brian and Jenny Huey.
Yeah.
Because now they're married.
Cool.
We were going to take them down there with us, stay in our timeshare, but with all this, we're like, we're not going out of the country. We'll book it again, and we'll go back down. Every time we're down in Cabo, we go to Cabo Wabo.
Right?
Yeah, I have to. And I've been going to Cabo Wabo now for 22 years, 23 years. That's how long ago I went for the first time. And
you ever seen the Red Rocker?
Never seen him. Never seen him. And I keep hoping, but he sold his interest in the restaurant.
I didn't know that.
Some years ago. Yeah. He still has the tequila, but I think he got rid of his interest in the restaurant. and it's changed. It's gone down a little, but you still have to go and like,
Yeah.
Sammy.
Oh yeah, no. If I went to Cabo, that'd be the first place that I'd want to go. But to answer your question more directly, we start out with like chronologically, and we we do Hot for Teacher, quick drum solo while I run back, put a different wig on, different shirt, and come back and we do the Sammy stuff. So pretty much chronologically the whole way.
I will say I was impressed that when Sammy left, I was disappointed with how they treated Michael Anthony, because I think he's a phenomenal bass player. I've always loved his bass lines, but the fact that Mike went with Sammy and the two of them are still making music together, I was like, yes.
You know, have you heard them do Highway Star?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Good.
Now,
I mean, the two of them with the high vocals.
I take it, Jesse, you study a lot of his parts. Obviously you have to, but I mean, even outside of the band, have you studied a lot on him?
There's a lot of different bass players I tend to gravitate towards. But yeah, Michael Anthony was definitely entertaining to learn. So he
nice guy. Nice guy. Every interview I've seen, just a phenomenal. He's the kind of guy. Actually, I would go and party, like spend the night just drinking and hanging out and BSing with him and Sammy. They feel like they have that kind of vibe. Like they would be fun to just hang out with.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
I'm just kind of curious. Are there any songs that you guys do? Because I know with me, even with Rebel Yell or Basket Case, there are songs that definitely they stick in my bones a little more than the other ones. Newer, older stuff. How about for you guys?
I'm a teacher.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm always gonna love that one, no matter what. So.
That's a difficult song to play live. We used to do it in Metal Shop. You know, I was the original singer for the Dallas Metal Shop back in 2004, and we pulled off. It was the only song that we played without tracks, so we didn't have to sync up to the tracks, but we had to sync up to the drummer, and that was
that was pre-April, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
It was with Dave Heineman on the guitar, Ricky Walking on the bass. So it was some.
Wow, that's
tough stuff. But I was just gonna say the reason I brought that up is because it's the hardest one to stay into time with the rest of the
I
the
couldn't
group.
play that. I couldn't play that drum beat if I had my life depended on it. And I would love to learn it, but I think every drummer is that that just that crap.
Start out on the floor tom and kind of I've watched Jeff do it and he showed me the basics. I played drums, so I'm no Neil Peart, but I wouldn't want to play that song either live. I have a hard enough time staying in time vocally with what they're doing, but the band does great.
I'm barely a wind-up monkey at the band, so for me it's like, holy God, drummers do that. I'm like,
hey, you learn what you have to learn to play the songs you have to play, and that's
Hey, how's that go?
Oh, I'm telling you, that was always, I think that was one of the first things. Hot for Teacher, and there were a lot of bands that influenced me, but that was one of the first drum parts that I was like, holy cow, that can't be real.
I remember, back when I was about 12 years old, Ain't Talking About Love and Running with the Devil and, stuff off of 1 and 2 and On Fire and somebody called me a doctor and stuff like that. To me, that older stuff is my favorite,
Okay.
It's not to take anything away from Sammy's stuff or the copy stuff they did was always pretty good, no good, but all of it, is Jamie's Crying. All of it to me is just, legendary, it's just nostalgic. And that's why when I was offered the job, I was like, Van Halen tribute that's already ready to go.
Let me think about it. I'm not really sure.
No, I was like, I can't think of a more fun. Now, I was in Def Legend too, and for about 18 months, I was the singer for Def Legend, and I was not a Def Leppard fan, but I came to respect those vocals a lot after having to learn all of them. So I became a fan of Def Legend because of learning the material.
Yeah. And I think that's it's funny how things happen. That's how it was with me and Sedated. I wasn't a huge Ramones fan, but I've always said to everybody, I'm a pop punk drummer. And becoming the drummer for them was one of those things where, because I was in Basket Case doing what I, the Trey Cool, and didn't realize how influenced I was, obviously, by the Ramones. And then you gain a respect for that artist, and you kind of go, okay, I get it. I will go up to the space and I'll rock some stuff out, and just kind of, there's some Van Halen that I like to do. And just, again, Panama is one of them that, again, not super difficult, but one of those that I think it feels good.
That's one that definitely sticks.
It gets the crowd going. That one and Jump and Hot for Teacher, they all, crowd rile. That's what I learned in Metal Shop is you don't play what you really want to play, like, Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and Queensryche. That's what I wanted. When I hear metal, I think, okay, let's go back to some Black Sabbath. And no, we had to play Bon Jovi and, Rat Poison and Warrant, because that's what gets the girls up dancing. And, the guys. So I learned with Metal Shop, you got to play with what you have to play, not what you want to play.
You can mix it to, later, I guess.
Yep.
So when you guys are putting the set list together, and I will tell you, Basket Case, we've got like over 2 hours of Green Day, and most of it is hits.
That's a lot.
But there's deep stuff we want to do, and we don't do it. Our set list is, what does the club want? What do the fans want?
It's not
really about us.
It's all about the numbers, man.
Thank you. So you end up playing these a lot of hits, which are fun. I mean, if I could play like Alex, going in there playing Hot for Teacher, Running with the Devil, not Jump, Jamie's Crying, all the hits.
Yep.
You're still gonna have a fun night. You're still gonna be entertained.
And you're always gonna have one or two people come up to you and go, "When are you gonna play this song?" And you're like, because it was like the least favorite song ever.
How come you didn't play Dancing in the Streets? It's like my favorite song.
Right.
I learned that a long time ago, but we kept messing it up.
It's not an easy song.
That's not as easy as I think people think.
Right.
That is a technical song.
Yep. And
what was do you remember the movie Mission to Mars, where they're dancing in space? Oh my God. And the Van Halen song, and I'm having a total brain fart right now.
I don't think I saw that movie.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it either.
Great movie. But they have this one scene where they're weightless and the husband and wife are dancing, and I can hear the song. I just can't think of it, and it'll come to me in a minute. And they're playing Van Halen, and I'm like, wow, Dance the Night Away. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we do that one, of course.
What a great song. And again,
Feel Your Love
of it is just, they play really technical and then really simple, but they still do Van Halen.
It was a pop rock with a new twist with that guitar tone and I mean, that and Feel Your Love. I can't wait to feel your love.
Bombadita.
Yeah, that's a copy basically, and
it is. But when they do it, you hear it. You're like,
it's different.
Van Halen.
Yep.
Yeah. The 3-part vocals was huge.
Ice Cream Man.
Yeah,
it was definitely what the world needed.
So. Bottoms Up.
Oh my Lord! Lord. So
we do all
I'm
those.
kind of curious. While you're in quarantine, have you guys gone out and gotten any new gear or
planning on it? I'm trying to build old Mesa boogie rack. So
I got my camera in the living room. I made a 155-inch screen for my projector. So I've got when I watch in my living room.
You said camera. I went a different direction.
I meant projector.
You're like, I've got 155-inch, and I'm like, you're gonna finish that, right?
Yeah. No. I bought on not eBay, but Amazon for
you got
$80. $80.
155-inch on Amazon.
No, just the material to make the screen was only $80. So I hung this 155-inch projector screen.
Just remember, Jesse, you're on stage with him. So.
Yeah,
give me some room. You talk about social distancing.
Never really been good at that.
Jesse, why are you hiding behind your amp? Do you remember the interview we did? Oh my God. So
He's done
one of the things that
155
came up last week when I was talking with Wes is we were talking about like they went on the Def Leppard went up last summer. They were all over the place. They went on the road
Minnesota, yeah.
They went everywhere. And one of the things I asked who's the clown? Who? And he's like, wow,
It's Mike.
Of course, Mike and John both instantly pop like that, and it's like they're probably
Mike is bigger than any of them. Absolutely.
Mike is?
Oh my God, Mike's always, he loves bathroom humor. Let's leave it at that.
Okay, so I talked to Mike this past week. I guarantee you, he's like, that's 2 weeks in a row you called me out as being the clown in the band. And
3.
like, is it? Three.
Well, I mean, now it's going to be 3.
And so it's going to be, I'm sure I'm going to be like, and the question I'm going to go is, Mike, is it true? And no one, he'll be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He'll just send a group text, just some obscure something that he just did in the bathroom, maybe. So
no. That's John. This stuff I get stuff.
I don't remember Inman. You mean Inman? I don't think he's ever. When I was in the band, he never did anything like that. He was always kind of like, come on. But
oh wow,
he might have changed. Mike probably had a bad influence on him over the time.
Oh, I think, and I think as a band,
I'm getting so much new information here.
Yeah. So who is it in your band?
The goofy one?
Oh,
yeah.
That's a hard one to answer. A lot of times it's been Jeff. Sometimes it's been Mark. Mitch, I think you threw a few in there a few times. It really just depends on the day.
Yeah.
Who's in that mood?
Yeah, it's not really just one or the other, but
so you guys actually are like, you're like a family. Like you guys love being around each other, and it's kind of lighthearted typically.
We really get along great.
That's awesome.
There's no attitudes. There's no animosity or anything to. There's been no arguments or any big major disagreements so far. Yeah. So there's nothing. Yeah, it's really cool.
Nothing.
And it can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but
what'd you say, Jesse?
I said nothing's fucked here, dude.
Nothing's fucked here, dude.
Oh my Lord!
Is that? I have to see Big Lebowski again. He's always referencing that movie.
Oh my God, that's funny because I said
just like the dude. It's like it's not even funny. It's
Jeff.
It's ridiculous. I'm like, dude, this guy sounds just like Jeff Bridges.
I watched it again the other day. That is a great one. Yeah. It's funny because I did an interview a couple weeks ago with Terry Murphy, and it was funny. I just felt like we did a Sunday as well because he couldn't do it the week, so we had to do it on the weekend. And I had my robe on, which I stole from one of our cruises. So I show up in a robe, and I'm like, I just watched The Big Lebowski, and I'm like, I'm just gonna wear my damn robe. I don't even care,
I like it.
And every time I watch that movie, I've got to go out and I'm like, okay, you know what? I need a White Russian. It's like,
yep.
And every time I drink one, I'm like, oh, can I have like 3 more of those? And then you get to the point where you're like, I've had enough cream. Let's move on.
Right. Let me just have the vodka.
Oh my God. So tell me a little bit. What do you guys, as we're trying to figure out how to come out of this, and I've got a couple of friends that were like, in fact, one of my friends today he put a meme of Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction. He goes, say new normal once again.
I saw
I'm like, I go, new normal. I go, what do I win?
Right.
But seriously, everybody keeps saying when we get back to normal. Dude, stop. We're not going back to normal. Let's figure it out. Let's get over this crap and figure out how we're going to get back. What's our new normal going to be? Because I want to get back to playing shows, and doing life and seeing my friends and seeing bands. Yeah. Show me. Let's figure it out as a family, as a community, as a society, how we're going to do it so we can do it. You know what I mean? What do you guys think for you guys?
Jesse?
If it's a wrong answer, you're getting blamed.
Right.
No, I think it's just a matter of a little more before things do just, go back to normal. It may not be 100%, but at least we can try to get back to 99% normal. So
yeah,
I'm happy with that because the whole point of playing is to play live and meet people and, just keep, this kick-ass tribute music alive for it. Yeah. And I was going to mention this earlier, but one of my favorite things about playing as a tribute band is that you get to see a younger generation who probably has no idea what this music is see it.
Yeah.
And then they get into it, and then they go out and buy the record, and that's awesome. So,
I don't think the artists realize, and maybe they do, maybe some of them do, what a service we should be getting some of their royalties, because we are turning on. Seriously, we're turning people onto their music, keeping it alive. They're going out and spending the money. We're not getting that. All we make is, a little bit of performance that we're begging for. And at this point, we're really going to be begging for, we're going to be begging for change to play these shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going to talk to them about that and see what we can arrange.
Oh, please. Would you CC me on it?
He's got a lot of
Yeah, I'll CC you on it. And
put a good word
I'll
in for
be
my
CC.
man.
Yeah.
Do you guys got any shows on the books right now? I know we're in the middle of May, but anything?
June 13th in New Braunfels. Is it called Happy Cow? Is it called Happy Cow?
I think so.
Happy Cow, I think. It's an outdoor. I've only seen it on Facebook, so it looks like a really cool place to play. But are they even going to be open? We don't know. It's on the books. We were scheduled to do it, I think, in April, and it got canceled, of course. So it's back on, tentatively, I guess.
June 13th.
Yep.
I might have to look and see if I have any timeshare available. Because we have timeshare right there by the grist mill on the other side.
Nice.
Over by the Rock. Is it Rock and R Tubing Company right there?
Yeah, on the river.
Yeah, we're right across the other side of the river. So we literally can walk from our timeshare. It's like a 15-minute walk over the bridge, up the hill. We're at the grist mill for cocktails and dinner, and that's like a staple. We may have to look at going down that week so we can come hang out down there and maybe drag a couple local fellow friends.
Micro brew.
Yeah, just go down and hang out. What do you guys think? Would you ever consider doing maybe Van Halen and a Green Day?
Absolutely.
Anything. We should talk about doing a show together. Seriously.
I would love to do that. And I don't people talk about, well, that doesn't match up with this band, and I'm like, you know what? Do you have people that come see you? Well, so do we. Let's get them all together and let's do a show. It doesn't matter if it's Metallica.
Do you only have one kind of music in there? I will tell you, I don't. I have Katy Perry. I have, Justin Timberlake. I have Van Halen. I have Metallica. I have Green Day. I've got Billy Idol. I've got, you're gonna laugh, I have the big band like the Philharmonic, like Boston Pop.
I listen to classical all the time. Behind me, above my guitar, you can't quite see it, but that's my grandfather. He was a leader of a big band, and he was, playing big before TV and radio. He was going around doing big shows in a big band. So I was influenced. He was a doctor's degree in music and played saxophone and piano and all kinds of other stuff. And he wrote the history of the Marine Corps Band. It's in the Library of Congress.
Oh, wow.
And so
I was in band. I started out as trumpet. So growing up, my dad was a naval aviator. I grew up a commander's son. So
nice.
Lived all over the world. So I've been to a lot of parades, I've seen a lot of military bands, and especially the Marine Corps band is one of those that is exemplary.
They're fun to watch.
They're just phenomenal. The musicianship.
If you've never seen the President's own Drum and Bugle Corps at State Fair, Texas, they do a parade every evening when they close, and they lead the parade. And
have you ever gone and listened to all the different, and I just did this recently, and I know I'm a nerd. I went and listened to all the armed forces, their marches. You've got Air Force, Army, Navy, Marines,
Coast Guard.
And I didn't know all of them. I know Navy because my dad was in the Navy. I knew the Marine Corps. Didn't know the Air Force and the Army. And then what is it? Is it called the one that we all know? Is it the New York Times or what? And I got to go back and look it up. So there's some big marches that we've all heard, and you go, holy cow! And it's just great to hear him play it.
Probably John Philip Sousa.
Yes,
I'm a big nerd too. My wife calls me nerd every day.
That's okay. That's okay. You're allowed to be a nerd. By the way, thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
Military grad. I will tell you, anybody that serves in the military, thank you. I don't think if you're not part of the military, never been a part of the military, you don't understand the sacrifice. The away from home. My dad was gone 6 months out of the year.
Yep.
We had to move every 3.5 years of my life.
Yeah, that's tough on you.
Well, what you learn as a dependent is you make home is where the heart is, home is where the family is, and you learn to make new friends. So every 3.5 years, I was in a new school. I graduated high school at Roger B. Chappie, Bermuda. No longer there because the U.S. Navy had a base there, and Chappie was one of the astronauts killed during the Apollo missions on the pad.
Okay.
And so for me, there's a huge heartwarming just affection towards our men and women. And I got to tell you, I love our freedoms. Go travel around the world. I've lived in Japan. I've been to Korea, Philippines, Hong Kong. I've been around the world. And if you've never left your hometown or your own state, you're missing a beautiful planet. Don't let politics skew your politics or religion skew your vision. Everyone is the same. I don't care if you're in Russia, in China, in Brazil, in Alaska. I don't care where you are. We all want to be happy, healthy, have a home, have a job, have food on our table. We all have the same goals.
Yes.
It's politics and religion that screw it all up. And that's why you don't ever hear me talk either of them, because
I don't either.
I have opinions, but I'm not sharing it.
I never comment. It's been years since I've either liked or commented about politics. The only thing religious I will get involved with is meditation. I've gotten into meditation and just love and fear. That's all there is, man. You can react to something out of fear, or you can react out of love. That's your two choices. And
I think, and I've got a 20-year-old boy. So I always try to, I'm being a dad, you learn.
I got a 30-year-old.
They don't give you an owner's manual on how to be a parent, by the way.
No.
I don't know if you guys maybe got one, they just left mine out.
Nope.
It's, you get this kid and you're like, what do I do? You just love it. And I think if you kind of approach everything, and it was, everyone always says, thank you, Rick. You don't have to thank me. I do this show because I want to give back to the music community. And I appreciate when everyone says it. Okay, I really do.
Yeah, you obviously have fun on it too. I mean, so
I have fun. Yeah, but I've learned as much. I've taken as much from the community as I try to give back. And I always say, leave it better than you found it. That's what my dad always said to me growing up: is leave it better than you found it. And,
Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
That's a Boy Scout type thing. Yeah, I was in a Boy Scout. My son was an Eagle Scout. I only made it to like the Arrow of Light, and then I said,
I was in Scouts too.
Smoke some pot for a while and then go in the Marine Corps.
But I will tell you, we are blessed to have the music community that we have, and really, this is not a competition.
Nope.
Be it original, cover, tribute, be it country, metal, hip hop, punk,
pop.
Dance, I don't care. We're musicians, and I really, when I say I want to help everybody, the reason I started this little soiree experiment is to show people. I've been blessed. I will tell you, I've had my record deals. I have songs on movies and television. I've been very lucky. I didn't go all the way, but that's okay. I have no problem with that. But there have been people that are phenomenal musicians that have never left their garage. And I've met really good musicians that are scared to get on stage, even here in the Metroplex. And I'm like, are you kidding?
Stage fright, yeah.
I mean, there's no bigger joy, and I want to see if you guys agree, than to get on stage. And I'm taking something out of it when I get to entertain people. I like being on stage. But the smiles and the reaction from the crowd, there is no greater feeling than just, see people rock out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like an exchange of energy. We're responsible for bringing it first. Now, then, if they return it to you, it makes you want to give even more out. And it's just, that's what it is to me. It's just a constant exchange of energy. And it's it's like one of the best feelings in the world once you're done, and you just don't want to leave the stage.
I don't feel like I don't feel like I have a choice. I mean, I've tried to stop doing it for a year or so, and I've always been, okay, this is what I have to do it. If you can. And that's what I've told a lot of people. Why do you do it? Because I can. That's why. And if you can, you need to get out there and do it too.
Yeah. I walked away for 12 years. I was done.
12.
2004, I walked away. And it was, you know, you look back and you go, it was the right thing for me because I walked away from, you know, record deal and whatnot. And for me, it was, I needed to be a dad. There's nothing more precious than my boy.
Yep.
I have no regrets. I mean, it would have been fun to be a big time rock star.
Yeah.
And I could tell those stories, how close I really came, but I'm okay with who I am. And this, people ask me all the time, you know, that's my son's voice. My son always goes, where is it? He says, love you. So I recorded his voice and put it on my arm.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's my boy.
See, that's a real tattoo, man. People get the, you know, a lady or, you know,
this is my boy, and all my tattoos, I draw them and then give them to my artist. But this is one that means the most to me because, you know, that's the Willy Wonka ticket. That is the golden ticket. That is the winning lotto number. Is if you can find that. And there are days that he hates me. There are days because I'm not his best friend. I'm his dad. And,
right.
And with that title comes a lot of pain. He doesn't see the nights that I anguish or I cry because I worry about him. And but I will tell you, kids, I think that's it. And the music scene, I will say, is very much like that. Is we're giving back. I like seeing the youngsters come up and when you can play a show and you see the kids are the ones that always get me. Always get me. If a kid asks me for a drumstick, I will always go into my bag and get that kid a drumstick because that could be the next generation of rock star.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's so.
Yep, I'm the same way. I mean, you know, when you're done and you come out and you mingle, that to me that's the favorite part. Not that kind of done.
I thought you were like done, like when we don't get to play anymore. I'm like, oh, I hope that's a long way off.
No, when you're done on stage, I always go out, and you know, of course, by that time I don't usually stay dressed up, so if people don't know me, they just think I'm another person in the crowd. But you know, the people that did come there to see me know me. They'll come over talking, and that's my favorite part.
Donovan from the Cooligans does that to me all the time. It took me a while because I know what he looks like out of costume.
Yes.
Now, but before it was like I knew Donovan in costume as Vince Neil, and now I would see him, and it would take me a minute to. Obviously, I know Donovan well enough now that I'm like, hey, yeah, I get it, but
he looks a lot different.
I was going to tell you guys, I have 3 rules. Rule number 1: when I get on stage, I play for me. I'm not trying to be a jerk about it, but I get on stage to play for me. Rule number 2: I play for my bandmates. So if I'm having fun and then I play for my bandmates, they should be having fun. We're together, we're one unit. Rule number 3: I play for the crowd. And if the crowd's not having fun, go back to rule number 1. And by living by that, if you get on stage and have fun every single time, your bandmates are going to have fun every single time. The audience is. And
absolutely, man. I mean, it's like if it's not fun, then you need to quit. You know,
you need to go back and look at yourself and go,
if it's not fun for you. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine, you know, I used to be really nervous, and I would walk off the stage until I had to come back and sing, you know, and then you go hide behind the amps, literally. This is back, you know, 85 when I was still in high school. I was in a couple bands, but yeah, and I've just found a way to make it fun no matter what else is going on in my life. You have to, okay, it's time to rock, you know. And
Jesse, do you get nervous?
There have been, you know, a few butterflies here and there, but
is it because of the stage or the crowd size?
I mean, it's just really a toss-up. I mean, there are many times where I'm not, but like if one little thing is off, like if we're having a little bit of technical difficulties during warm-up or whatever, then I'm thinking about that the whole time. Like,
hearing, yeah, you got to be able to hear everybody.
Then, you know, and then like maybe 2 or 3 songs into it, I'm just like, all right, man, I'm good. So it takes a little warm up, but
it's that first song. It's the first.
Yeah, like, and that's normally if sound check and all that was a little rough, and then I'm thinking about that in the back of my head. I'm like, oh god, all right. And then, you know, Jeff or somebody else, you know, will come up to me and go, nothing's fucked here, dude. Come on. I'm like, you know what? You're right.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys have the new Bronzeville. Anything coming down the pipe here in Metroplex?
Not that I know of. I think he's trying to reach out. So
have you guys already done the lava thing?
Nope.
No, we haven't.
That's what I was just going to say. We need to hit them up for sure.
Yeah, lava. And it's funny because I was talking with Abby the other day. What about doing a rebel show?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Reach out to Abby. I was just chatting with her yesterday, and reach out to them definitely, and get something. I think you gotta put one foot in front of the other and get back on stage. I'm doing the same thing with the guys in basket case. Like, okay, guys, it's time. We've got some shows later in the year that didn't get canceled, but it's like, okay, let's see if we can pick up some pieces now and kind of dust ourselves off, and even if we're a little rough, let's get back on stage and then have fun and just do it.
Absolutely.
You gotta have fun.
Yep. It's like riding a bike.
Yep.
Pretty much. Let's talk really personal. I want to know about your honey-do list. Have you guys absolutely cleaned every room in the house and like all your yard work done? Oh, you both are doing the same thing. You both look around like, what the hell is he talking about?
Dude,
I cleaned 2 rooms.
Man, I am. You talked about ADD earlier. If I can't get through a movie without, I just start thinking, what else should I be doing? Does the yard need to be mowed? And I'll just start envisioning. Same thing I do before a show. For like 4 or 5 days before a show, all I do is listen to the songs and I visualize myself on stage. And I can't relax. I've painted the whole kitchen. I stained all our cabinets. We got
I'll send you my address.
Took me 3 days.
Painting needs to be done.
I leftover stain I put on the front door. I posted all this on Facebook just because I was like, hey, look. I need some recognition for what I've been doing.
Mitch, you did a wonderful job.
Thanks. I drained my
pool. You a ding dong or a hero cookie or something?
No, but come swimming in my crystal clear pool. I had a swamp in that pool. I was going to try to refinish my pool, so I drained it last fall. And I never got around to doing it, so it got all green, and it was only about 2 feet deep in the.
He turned it into a skate park.
Man, I filled it back up and cleaned it, and it's perfect. It's ready to go.
Oh, that's greatness. How about you, Jesse?
2 rooms.
Yeah, I'm in an apartment.
What he's not telling you.
Apartment, so there's not a whole lot.
His apartment's only 2 rooms, so he's like, I didn't have to do much.
Hey, no,
I've been there.
Totally.
Oh my Lord. I'm gonna ask when this is all over, you guys come in the studio and do this like for real, where we're not social distancing.
Yeah, I would love to. I'll bring both wigs. We'll do half of it with David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
And half of
Hell,
Sammy.
if you're gonna do that, I'm bringing one of my wigs, or I'll bring my wife's wig. It's
Yeah.
all of a sudden Jesse's looking around and go, dude, I'm not bringing a wig. I'm not down with it.
No, I'm looking at my girlfriend over here. She's got a ton of wigs.
See my new one? It's that's my new Dave wig back there.
One, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's greatness. I will tell you guys, I definitely, man, what a blast to have you on the show just to yip and yap for a while. I don't even know how long we've been going. I'm not even watching the clock. I don't even care.
Doesn't matter.
It's been fun yapping. Definitely when this is over, come in and please don't forget to send. I catch a lot of your shows and promote them, but send it to me. Remind me. I am an absolute ADD dork. I have the best intentions, but sometimes, seriously, it's like squirrel. Oh, and then a ding dong. Oh, wait, and there's a beer. It's like
a ding dong.
Dude, I have a wicked bad ding dong addiction. When I went to Walmart and they were sold out of ding dongs, I like hyperventilated.
I didn't even know they made them anymore. I didn't even know they made them anymore. I didn't even know. You know what I like? I like ice cream.
A friend of mine, you might know Greg Newberry.
I know the name.
Okay, so he's so evil. He went out and found ding dongs, and he sent me private videos. He goes, "Hey Rick," puts the whole thing in his mouth. A couple days later, Greg sends me another video. He goes, 2 ding dongs, and I'm like, I don't even have
such
one.
a
And you're sending me that's like mean.
That's awesome.
Oh my God. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I definitely want to do this again. And please remind me, and if you guys get a hankering, seriously, if you want to do a little Van Halen and some Green Day, I would put a show together with you and would gladly open for you guys. We'll get them all pumped up and ready to
absolutely
rush the stage.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Thank you guys so much. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on.
Thank you, brother.
Anytime. And if there's anything I can ever do to help, please let me know. We'll make it happen for you for sure.
Same back at you.
We'll get Jeff in here sometime. Like
yes. And maybe Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
On that Canada story.
yeah. Oh yeah, I still want to hear about that.
You need to hear it from Jeff.
Yeah, you'll have to hear it from him.
Lubbock too. Don't forget to ask him about Lubbock.
Thank you, Dallas Fort Worth, for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed Jesse and Mitch and I just kind of being goofballs, and I hope you enjoyed it. That is probably another segment of your life that we, with a smile, say, you don't get it back.
No,
and we
sorry.
don't even care. You know,
actually, not sorry.
Not sorry. Thank you for following us. If you guys enjoyed the show, please go like us on Facebook. If you're in a band and you want to have me promote your show, send it to me. Post it there. If you want to come on the show, hit me up. Just ask me. And if I forget, ask me twice or 3 times. I am a moron. I am a bonehead. I forget things.
And you're busy too. So.
Yeah, I've got a real job. I've got 2 bands. I've got my show. Yes, I'm always going. If you would, you can also follow us on iHeart Radio. We are on Spotify. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We also have a Twitter and an Instagram account. And we also have a Roku channel and an Amazon Fire channel. And as we are coming out of the pandemic, if you go to inthepitwithrick.com, we have a progressive web app. You can download it to your phone, where on the go, you can watch our shows, but there's also a calendar on there. And for those of you that are in a band, you'll love it. You can, I don't care what city you are in, you can put your information in on that day and it'll be listed on that calendar. So if you're in Dallas, you're in Fort Worth, you're in Austin, you're in London, England, and you want to use it to promote your shows, please use it. Share your stuff there. That way, and if you're a fan and you just want to get the app, so as we come out of this and we start filling it up every week, you can start following your favorite bands and go, oh, what's going on Friday night? Or what's going on Sunday night? Because you guys know I mostly talk about Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This will give you an app on your phone so we can start tracking where all the shows are. And that way we can get off the couch, put down the ding dong and the cocktail, and go support live local music. So
the ding dong's down.
Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am Rick. This is Jesse. This is Mitch. We're on Concert Connection, and we will see you in the pit.
Peace and love to everybody.
Thanks, everybody.